Hello, I'd like to take a little bit of time today to explain how I use Seesaw with my elementary ESL students. The full link to the Seesaw website is up here, but as with most things on Google, if you type in Seesaw, you'll be able to find it. It is considered an online learning journal or portfolio for your students' work. Seesaw will allow you to create this journal that will go with your students from year to year, and it'll also allow you to cut down on some of your prep time, as it says on the homepage. It is free to sign up, so ignore the pricing options up here. As a teacher, everything I found has been free to use. To sign up, click on the Sign In button. Once you do that, you'll see your options of I'm a teacher, I'm a student, or I'm a family member. Click on I'm a teacher, and from there you'll have the option of sign in or create an account. I'm going to show you how you would create an account. You can create your account first by typing in your first name, last name, email, creating password, confirming password, or you can sign up by using Google. I found this to be the easiest way to complete this process, since I believe most school districts have switched to Gmail. Once I did that, I now have the option to sign in. Here I'll go to Teacher Sign In with Google, and I'll click on it. It will give me the option of my Gmail addresses to choose from. Make sure you click the right one. And then once you do, and you've already completed the process before, you are now in. What you're seeing right here is an example of some student work that was completed around Election Day, where my first grade students read Duck for President and then had to select who they felt would be the best candidate and then record audio as to the reasons why they felt that would be the best candidate. I'm going to scroll down and show you a little bit of some of the work they've created so far throughout the year. One of the first things you'll notice about Seesaw is once work is posted, it creates a format somewhat similar to Instagram or Facebook, where you can like work or comment on it. You can comment by using text or by using audio. Now, for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to show you a test class so you can see how it goes from the very beginning. In the corner is my name. I'm going to click on it, and you'll see the classes that I have. The red circles are notifications. One of the first things you should know about Seesaw is that before your students can post anything, you have to approve it. So this will allow you to filter and censor, if necessary, some of your student comment on work and make sure they all stay positive. Okay, I'm going to click on this test class. And this will show you an example of some of the work that I can post onto the board. Now, this was not something I created. This was something I found. So how did I find it? I found it by moving over here to the green plus sign, where it allows you to browse an activity library, create or share an activity, to post something to a student journal, or to send a class announcement. Okay, I'm going to click Browse Activity Library. Once you do this, you'll see a ton of options, usually based on what you've looked at before. But you'll see immediately that it's almost like a Pinterest, where you see little screen caps and a little bit about what it is. Now, being that it is the Christmas season, these are all Christmas themed. So all of these are things that other educators have created and have shared with Seesaw. Now, if you look at the activity library and you don't see something you want, then you can go to your All Subjects tab, and that'll bring up a drop-down menu. Now, since I'm an ESL teacher, I can go to English Language Learners, All Grades, and it'll bring up options of things I can select. So if I look over here, this is going back to Halloween, but it's what should my teacher be for Halloween. and it has a template of what the students will do their work on. And if it's something I want to use, I would click on the green share button, which then brings up all of my classes I can share it with. Once I click on a button and click share with the class, it will go to the class that I selected. So now I'll show you where you go from there. So now, under the activities bar on the test class, I now have what should my teacher be for Halloween. As a student, I would first see this journal stage. So if I want to add the new content to my journal, I would click on my name, and then I would click on activities and click add, and I would add it to sample student. From here I can now complete the task. Seesaw allows you to color, record, type, label, and caption. Now this was an assignment that I already used with some of my students, so let me show you what one of the completed ones looks like in 4th grade. If I scroll down here, I can find the assignment that I gave to my students and find the completed assignment. Here we have one of my students that said, I think my teacher should be an avocado. And then she gave me reasons why she felt I should be an avocado and recorded audio. Now, if you're browsing content and you still don't see something you exactly want to use, you could always, from your class page, click on the plus sign and create or share an activity. Here you can go to create a new activity, which is somewhat similar to like a Google Sheets almost. You'll click on the plus sign, and from there it'll allow you to name the activity, to type instructions for your students, and allow you to add voice instructions or multimedia instructions or examples. Also, you can click on the plus sign and upload your own template. This is all very easy to use, and once you click on this, it will give you options of things you can try and find from your drive or saved on your desktop. You can drag and drop, or you can try and find it from other locations. Now, allow me to show you a little bit of how your students get to this next point. Once your students are in the class, you will need to assign them work. You do this by clicking on the plus sign down here where it says students. You will add a student name, or if you already have your students set up, you can skip that step, and it'll go here. Here you can either send a QR code or a text code to your students. Most of the work we use on my class is on iPads. So simply with the iPad camera, the students will scan this QR code, and then they will now be in the class you have assigned the item for. I find this all to be extremely easy to use, and the students enjoy using all of the technology. Anytime you need to add students or create another class, you would simply just click on plus students and add students to whatever class you want to use. Over here also, you have options to change your account and gather information about devices you're using. You can also turn on family access, which will allow families to look at home and see the work of their students. They can also comment and like, and also, as the administrator of the Seesaw account, you can always check the notifications or postings. So right here, I have a notification from 2nd grade in my inbox. So I'll go here and I'll see what it is. In this case, it was just a little bit about the week. But on here you can see all the times my students liked or posted items onto Seesaw. One of the great things about Seesaw is that I'll be able to see my students' growth throughout the year. And also, this will allow the students themselves to see their growth from year to year, because you can carry on the classes on each year and they'll have access to it for as long as you allow them to. Looking at this test project again, I could now like or comment, or I could continue to add more activities. But really, that is all there is to it. It is very simple to use and very intuitive, I have found. And I hope that this might help a little bit in your classrooms as you try out some of these new functions of Seesaw.